Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to make this transition that you see on the screen right now, where it flashes a picture in the middle, and you'll be able to change that picture and put whatever you want in there. I have 3 videos on the timeline. I have them set up so I'm at the beginning and the end of both to show that a transition will not stick until we have some information. We have to make handles. And most everybody knows this, but there are some that don't, so I like to include this in the tutorial. And we use a cross dissolve to make a transition, and you'll see it won't stick. So we're going to pull these back. I'm going to go 1 second on each one. I have to use this on-screen keyboard because I'm paralyzed. I can't use my hands and arms. That's why it's up on the screen. If you don't already know, if you hold down the shift key and hit the left or right arrow, it'll jump 1 second. And if you just select the arrow, it'll go 1 frame. This one is to test out our preset, so I'm going to set this up now. I'm going to go farther with it because I want to stretch this one all the way to 3 seconds. I always go 1 extra frame. There will be a free preset in the description below. And now it sticks. And then right click on it, convert to Fusion Cross Dissolve. Then you'll see this Fusion icon up here. Select it, it'll take you to Fusion. If you go to Fusion the other way, you won't see the cross dissolve. Just immediate in and immediate out. Bring immediate in 2 down below immediate in 1. It's not really that important with this one. It is with most of them though. Right click on the cross dissolve, ungroup. We are going to use that in this one that we're making. Select the cross dissolve, add a blur. Then right click on blur size, modify width, anim curves. Then go to the modifier, set the scale to 45. This is just going to be the default settings. They'll all be in the macro. Now go to the modifier again and select mirror. And it should come on in the middle and go back off. And with the blur selected, add a merge. Click away above the merge, shift space, and loader. You can use any size as long as it's within that 16:9 aspect ratio, whether it's 4K, 1080, or 720, or anything in between. As long as it's that aspect ratio, it'll fit right in here. Plug it into the merge, and select the loader, shift space, and resize. Then go to the inspector and select auto resolution. And with the resize node selected, add a transform. Then get into the ellipse, plug it into the mask of the merge. And while it's selected, right click on the width, expression, grab the pick whip from the plus sign, take it to the height and let go. You can go the other way as well, but it's recommended to follow along the way I am so we don't get confused in the macro. Then right click on the height, modify width, anim curves. Then go to the modifier, set the scale to 0.45. And if you scrub the playhead, you'll see it goes from 0 to 0.45. Select mirror. I'm going to show you what the ease in and ease out does. So if you don't know what to select on them, you can always open the spline. I'm going to select the height because that's what we animated it with. Zoom to fit. And on linear, it's just straight up and straight down. Now we'll go up to the curve shape, go to curve, and go to easing. Now let's switch to sign. And you'll see on the in what it does in the spline window. Add it to the out, and now we have a little more of a ramp up, and it'll hold a little bit longer and then go back down. And let's go to elastic. And now look what we got going on. So it's a good way to tell what they're doing if you can't tell by looking at them. I'm going to set mine to Expo for default, but they will be in the macro, so you can change these at any time. What that does is it opens quicker, holds a little bit longer, and then closes quicker. And we are on 1.5 seconds right now, so That's a pretty quick animation. Okay, let's rename the transform to picture adjustments. And select these in order that I do. Make sure nothing's selected. Hold the control button down. Then hit A on the keyboard. Keep the control button down and deselect the media in, 1 and 2, and the media out. Then right click on any one of the other nodes. Go to macro. Create macro. Give it a name. And follow along. Select file name and change that to pictures, and then put 16 by 9 behind it. As a reminder that that's what fits in there. Picture adjustments. Angle. And in front of the center, put in picture adjustments. The Anim's curve 2 is the blur. On scale, delete scale and put in blur amount. On the ellipse, soft edge, and change the max to 0.1. You don't really have to, but there's no reason to have more of a soft edge than that. And I'm including it to show you how to do it. The Anim Curves 3 is the ellipse size, and put that in replace the scale. It should say the ellipse Anim Curves, which should be Anim Curves 3, and that's our ease in and ease out. Then go to File, Save as Group. It takes you to Macros. Go to Fusion instead. Templates, Edit, Transitions. Here is where you're going to make a folder to put your preset in. Once again, don't name it exactly the same, or else I won't recognize it. So make it a little bit different. Hit save, we'll go find it. And if you can't find it, you may have to restart Resolve. There it is. If you click on it, you see you have everything there. And you get some pretty interesting effects under the operation if you want to play around with them. I'm not going to spend any time on it. Soft edge, maximum, blur amount, flip, angle, and size. Of course, you can only go so small. All depends on the picture. Three seconds. And you can also change the picture. Go to Browse. Well, there you go. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.